finally made it into our first game, so we are good to go, and it's my favorite map of the pool, so thank you guys. Also, thank you for the follows, too. We got a rapid-fire amount of followers there in the very beginning, which is always awesome when that happens. So thank you guys for that.
Yep, absolutely, man. I guess we'll do intros, and then I can kind of talk about the followers, but go ahead.
All right, so our blue Zerg player in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is Zanster.
And his opponent in the bottom right of the map as we start off the first ever $150 Nidus Open. It is the Red Protoss IndyStarcraft.
I was trying to remember everyone's team names because I'm sure these guys have teams, but because they play on the EU server, whenever they come over here, it drops clans and all that stuff. So my bad. I was trying to give them to you guys on the fly, but I drew a blank. Not gonna lie to you guys, like I completely forgot what clan they're in, but that's all right. So far, we're off to a pretty standard game. No extremely early pull or anything. Zanster went ahead and dropped his hatch. And I guess they're about to award walkovers as well. So if you haven't found your partner because of the chat issue or just because, you know, they didn't show up, then you're about to get a walkover. So no big deal there. Just let our admins know, and that'll be taken care of. On the Protoss side of things, though, pretty standard. Just nothing too crazy yet. Just a gate down below. That's usually what they do on this map. It's very easy to wall up right there. So yeah, nothing too cheesy, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess now that we've done intros, I was going to say, we're shooting for 500 followers. I think we're at like 482. I mean, with those follows, that probably bumped us up around 46 or something like that. But at 500 followers, we're going to do a giveaway, not to the 500th follower, but to just whoever, some designated list of people. We're going to do a sweet giveaway. So we're shooting for 500, man. We definitely appreciate everybody who came out to view, play, and shoot us a follow. And the donations today, man.
Yeah, we already got $65 in donations. That's insanely hype. Thank you guys so much. All we wanted was $20, and we were going to pay out 4th place, and you guys already way surpassed that. So either way, 4th place is going to walk away with a little bit of money. That means we're going to drop, what, like $180 into the SC2 community today. So thank you guys so much. All of it is viewer donations, too. The reason we decided to have this tournament was because our Plat Diamond content was sponsored. And so we used all of our pooled up donations to do this. And this is only one of many tournaments. We'll probably do, what, 2 or 3 of these at least. So yeah, it's just our thank you back to the community for all the donations. Thank you guys very much for that. It's been overwhelming support that we've got from you guys. Fear Dragon, thank you very much for the follow, by the way.
Yep, absolutely, man. That's awesome. You've been really great tweeting out the events, man. Definitely followed through. He asked on his Twitter, hey, if any events want to promote their thing through my Twitch page. I mean, he made it really easy, and he has tweeted a couple times. So, dude, we really can't thank you enough for following through and helping a small channel out.
Yeah. In the game, we have an adept marching across and a couple lings. Nothing too crazy going off just yet. We do have a third from Zanster too, so we will see a bit of a macro game. I was kind of wondering because this is the first round how things were going to go, but nothing too crazy just yet that really sticks out to me.
Yep. The adept will likely go down here as its shade. Oh, its shade goes off in time. It gets out with almost no health, man. But it looks like Zanster doing a good job getting that Overlord in to keep an eye on IndyStarcraft's third. As he goes ahead and, as you said, takes his own. It's about halfway done now. Yep,
completely walls up too with these other gateways, so no lings will be able to run by or anything. That's why a lot of players like this map, because it's really easy to wall off that natural right there. Dude, I'm really sad. We had like a little trophy that we could have given away for our 500 follower, but it got broke when it was coming into the mail. I tried to glue it back together, but it didn't quite get done because of school and stuff. But we could give away some really badass stuff. We haven't figured out what it is yet, but our Plat Diamond tournament is sponsored by 3D Printing Company, and the little trophy he made was so badass. But UPS like drop kicked it into my house or some shit. I don't know. It sucks, man.
Dropped it right off the plane, dude.
Yeah, and it had huge those little bubble things that are all fun to pop. It had those all over, and like I got all excited and I grabbed the base and just pulled out little stumpy legs, and then the rest was shattered. But yeah. I think we're gonna figure that out. Maybe it can be something like that. I've seen him print all kinds of different things, so that or a sweater or something. I don't know. I'd rather have like a little 3D printed figurine than like a Nidus sweater. So
yeah, for sure. Getting into the game now, though.
Yeah.
Looks like Baneling Nest is down for Zanster, as well as that pool of speed, so it looks like he's going to build a couple of Banelings here. I think he's got a good read on the Resonating Glaives Adept push that's coming, but I'm not sure that he's going to have quite enough, as the Lings and Banelings are having to, group up now. Take the quite. Does he get a good surround?
Oh man, yeah, not quite the surround he wanted, but at least he was able to see him coming and prevent, you know, completely destroying that third mineral line. We just got like 3 followers in a row. Thank you guys very much for that. I'm gonna have to turn down that sound. I forgot to do that before we started. But these adepts are gonna be pretty convincingly cleaned up by these links. So I think that was very well played from Zanster, man. That was a lot of adepts that just went down.
Yep. So looks like Zanster's doing a good job. He's got full, at least mineral saturation up on that third now, so his economy's really going to start to kick in here. He has these lings. He's going to poke up here, see that there's a depths. I'm not sure if he got a read on those 2 Stargates. I can take a look at his...
Yeah, I was going to say, did he get a read on the Phoenix? Yeah, we know he knows about the adepts, but I'm not quite sure he knew about this. I don't think he poked in enough to see it. The adept wall said no.
I think this is something. So he saw 2 buildings building there, so he knows that, you know, something, whether it's gateways or whatever, is in a spot of those 2.
Yeah.
I think maybe just being a high level player there, he's able to read that, you know, there's going to have a ton of gas from going a depth style. So likely follow up to this is Phoenix's. So I don't think he's confirmed it though.
Tempo, what up, man? They said that you were looking for the shark the other day. You want to see that shit? Look at this, Tempo. Look at this.
Dude, this is
right there. There's your shark, man. But either way, we'll get back to this game. I don't think there's a counter for these Phoenix yet, nor do I think he's seen how many there are. So he's about to find out. Maybe we'll see some Hydra follow-up or something, but I don't think he's going to be able to really poke in and do much damage besides preventing that third from Indy. So
yep.
We'll have to see.
There on one of those queens. I'm not sure that was a good idea. I actually traded 1 Phoenix for it, and just even with those number of queens, as long as Zanster is on point with his transfuses, I don't see any of those Phoenixes taking the queens down. However, the armada of Phoenixes in the sky is getting pretty big, and it doesn't look okay. Indy has stopped at least production of them for now as he moves on to his third.
Yep, so they're going to poke in here and try to get a couple drones, just these pickups. They're completely ignoring this 4 for now because it's not really going to do much against that ball. But as these queens come over here, present a greater threat, they'll be able to withdraw. But I think that was more of just a poke in and kind of see what was going on. But still, I don't know what Zanster's going to do about this yet, man. I'm waiting for like a Hydrogen or anything just yet, but it hasn't come. I guess he's just relying on queens, huh?
Yeah, I suppose. He's going to try and... get some drones here at the 4th base of Zanster. Does get those, keeps his Phoenixes alive. There is a spore there being annoying, so he can't just fully dive in, and especially with the queens there too.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to be careful. But what he does have right now, which is really nice, is kind of map control and vision, keeping an eye on exactly how many drones are going down, what army units are being built, and allowing himself time to get up on that 3rd base.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's pretty surprising to me that they got 13 drones. Like, that's pretty good pickup there, considering he only lost maybe 1 or 2 Phoenixes behind that. So I'd say that was some pretty good aggression there, in my opinion. And I don't think these, as I said, I don't think these lings are really going to find much damage just because the way this map is. And that's not like a balance wine or anything. It's just really hard to get in there and find damage on that 3rd with the overcharge available as well as these adepts.
So these lings are going to continue to poke around here, keep an eye on the army composition. Indy does always have the ability to go over and take that 4th whenever he wants to. But the creep spread from Zanster is pretty good, starting to make its way up all the way into that 4th area and then out the front as well.
Yes, because of delay, they just saw the shark. There's actually 2 sharks. I'm going to show you the other one, but I think this run by is way more important. So bear with me. I'll show you the other shark because we have that power here, guys. I'm glad you are... Oh! We found it on accident. But either way, that's neither here nor there. I got to follow these Phoenix guys. But yeah, I'm glad we could show you the shark. Oh, shit, there it is. But either way, they're going to poke in here and try to get a couple more drones. And they're finding a lot of damage each time, maybe 3 or 4 drones. But that's pretty big, dude. On the other side of the map, though, we have a pretty huge run by. Oh my god, those force fields were money. Completely negating that Bane line and stopping all those lings while the overcharge just wrecked those Banes. Those were some very money force fields from Indy, man. That was pretty good.
Absolutely, dude. These lings are going to continue to try and poke in here, but it's just not going to happen. But man, those force fields just made an insane wall that the Banelings could not get behind. They're going to continue to try and roll in here. More force fields coming down. One Baneling does get through and does significant damage, but man, money force fields come down.
Yeah, those were insane, man. And I would say, given the amount of lings and blings that were lost, I don't think it was worth it. So far, only 4 probes have gone down. So sure, a lot of pylons and stuff. Oh my god, now there's a Colossus out that's just going to have its way with those lings. But yeah, I would say that was very, very well held from Indy. He only lost 8 probes, which seems like a big deal, but he took out, what, 14 on the other side of the map with Phoenix? So yeah, I think he's doing all right.
He's moved into Colossi now, which really help against these. Yeah, you can just see tearing up these small packs of Lings. Even more Lings coming in from Zanster as he is on 1-0 at the moment. Adrenal Glands is just about a third the way done, though, so that should help him take these fights with just Lings. Unfortunately, as the Colossi number starts to get up, it's at 2 now. Those could really just lay waste.
Yeah, absolutely. And because of their Colossi, they're going to be able to bounce back and forth between this third base and fourth base really easily. So I don't know if this fourth base is going to fall. It looks like he's kind of setting up for a run by for it, but I highly doubt it'll fall with those Colossi out now, man. I'm sad. Is Critter in here? I'm sure he'd be losing his mind if he is. But yeah, we have Aspire down. We have Adrenal Glands about to finish up, as well as Thermal Lance. So we're gearing up to a pretty nice macro fight here at the end, but I don't know if it's going to come to that, man. Indy's looking to do a lot of damage right here, so...
Yeah, for sure. The one thing that is nice, Zanster has Ultras, Chitinous Plating is about halfway done, and we do see Infestors coming out, so he is shooting for a very late game comp. It's not like he's, he may get caught up here as you see him kind of evacuate the fourth base as Protoss is pushing, but he is going towards something, so if he can get there, we'll have to see if he's able to take this engage against this massive Protoss.
He might, dude. Chitinous Plating is looking like it's going to time up before those Ultras even pop, so they will pop with, with Chitinous Plating. Well, how about Massively? He does have Burrowed Infestors as well, and he's willing to just sack this base, so he's not pressuring it, and I do like that decision, but that's a pretty scary death ball from Protoss side of things, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a lot of Queens. That should help out the Ultras quite a bit. This run by does come in, start to pick up 6 probes, and going to continue on that. Actually, going to take.
Can I go show him the other shark? No, I'm just fucking around. No, I'm just messing around. I was like, is it time to see the other shark? But there's a Ling run by going down. He did clean up all of the probes, though, 8 of them going down. So, or maybe he transferred them over here to this 4th. But it looks like he'll be able to get cleaned up now that this army's over here. So far, 9 probes went down during that aggression, though, so that was pretty good.
Indeed, man. Good amount of probes, and it really just buys Zanster some time to be able to bring in these Ultras like he wants to here, bring in more Infestors, re-get his 4th base nice and saturated. I guess he moved everything over to, what's his 5th now?
Neural Parasite too, dude. This is going to be such an epic fight when it goes down. I'm really excited for this. I hope neither side pushes so we get that culmination, but I'm pretty excited to see how these Neurals go down, dude. I'm always excited for Neurals. It doesn't take much to get me all going. Oh, this Ling run by, though. I really like this decision, but as I said, those Colossi can just bounce back and forth. I don't know that it's going to find that much damage. We'll have to see. Oh, Critter is in here.
Like they're sniffing it out, too, man. They're trying to fly over on that side, make sure that there's no run-bys. There actually is, Mothership 4 is in position for Photon Overcharge. Man, those Lings are really ripping down those pylons with Adrenal, and I believe they now have +2 attack, so...
Yeah. So it's going to be dealt with. It's just more of an annoyance rather than anything else. It got so far 2 probes down and a little bit of units, but nothing too crazy. He will poke in with these Phoenix, though, and see how much damage he can find here. Maybe some lifts or something if he's bold enough to take on 2 spores. Nah. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a death wish there, man.
That was just a tip for Tat. Like, oh, you want to kill some probes? I'm going to at least go get an Overlord or something. But either way, do you think Zanster will head out once this Neural's done, or is he just going to try to get as many Ultras as possible?
I honestly don't know. I think this is pretty badass. We'll have to see how it fares. I mean, Ultras in large numbers can just be like this impenetrable wall of DPS, but they also can be pretty clunky and kind of run all over themselves and maybe not take the best engagements there.
Yeah, especially on this map. This map has a lot of really narrow areas where I'm not sure you're going to be able to fit too many of them through. Fear Dragon says, Zanster's so sick. I wish he played in more online events. Well, he's going to play in the Nidus event. No, I'm just fucking around. But yeah, I'm glad he came out, man. I was really worried when only like 30 of 100 people checked into our event, but I think we got enough really good names that it should be some really good games regardless, and this already proves it. I mean, this has been a pretty ridiculous game number 1 if we're allowed to say so. I'm pretty hyped for this, and he has Neurals as well as Burrowed Infestors, dude. What's he gonna go after? The Colossi? Call it.
I'd say so, yeah, man. That's kind of the money unit that you want there. The Ultras are really good against everything else. Queens can transfuse the Ultras.
Yeah.
Very nice by Indy coming into this third, cleaning up 18 drones in total, man. So though Zanster has a huge economy and a lot of bases and continue to remake those are drones that he would not want to replace as he's looking to finish his max out here.
Holy shit. Brood's now joining the fight as well. This is going to be like the final showdown, dude. This is about as PvZ as it gets here. I'm pretty excited, though, dude. Like, I don't know how to call it because of the Archons and shit, too. Like, that's an insane amount of Archons. This is going to be pretty nuts, dude.
Just one of those fights that you don't call and you just let it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You make a call as it's winding down,
oh, shit, these 3... Okay, woo. He could have lost those 3 Colossi there if he would have caught him splitting off from the army there, but he didn't have vision like we do. But with these Broodlords, this is going to be insane. Here we go, though, dude. It looks like the final...
Dude, I love this, man. They're going to soak up whatever damage. Look at this. This is fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
The engagement does move down here. I can't tell you.
Yeah, the ultras are just getting completely destroyed. They all went down fairly fast. There's really nothing to contest this, but a couple queens in the Brood. As long as he can deal with that, he'll be all right. But I think the queens just transfusing alone are going to be able to hold this, dude. I was really surprised with how fast those ultras died, though. That was insane, man.
Yeah, dude,
they were just like negated.
Eventually, this Protoss force does get whittled back, though, as the Brood Lords in the sky are dealing out a good amount of damages.
Yeah.
Phoenixes aren't that great against those. But, man, the use of those hallucinated Archons, I think, honestly, I mean, Indy has some units now and was able to back up. But I think if he didn't have those, he just would have gotten absolutely wrecked.
Did you see anything get neuraled? I didn't see any neurals go down. I was trying to look for it because I got all excited about it. But maybe he cleaned up the infestors that fast, dude. I don't know. That was weird.
Could be. I imagine, as most Protoss do, he had an observer with his army. He probably just got caught in the lasers of the Colossi.
Lasers everywhere. So this Ultra trying to run by and see if he can find any damage. He's going to get picked off, though, by a couple Stalkers and a Mothership Core. As you guys said, he needed Photon Cannons. It's like he heard you because he protected his fourth with a bunch of cannons, so that helped out there. He was trying to build them as it got attacked last time. Oh, shit. This is a huge attack coming in here. With all these queens for that transfuse power as well as those Broodlords, I'm not sure Indy's going to be able to hold on to this, man.
I agree.
Holy crap,
like
yeah.
Game here. Very well played. Zanster just lings in the early middle game, dude. And then holding on until late game where he got that Broodlord, Ultralisk, and Fester composition that's just so strong and cost efficient.
Yep. That was very well played from both players there, in my opinion. That was insane. I'm really glad that the game one shaped up to be like that. That means this is going to be a pretty nice series. So let me just find out what map 2 is. Newkirk. Man, what a crazy-ass game, though, dude.
Yeah,
I was starting to worry for
awesome.
Zanster with the speed at which those ultras went down. That was nuts to me. They even had chitinous as well.
It's like, I don't know, man. That just was, what a fantastic way to start this tournament. Really great late game, but PVZ, dude. We saw the shark. Like, it was just
we saw the shark. Yeah,
there,
Tempo's
right?
happy, dude. I was going to show him the other one, but there wasn't a correct time. We didn't have time. Maybe later in the tournament I'll try to show him.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are 2 sharks on that map. I actually went into a custom game just so I could show you guys. That's how lame I am, but whatever. Let me get a race check, ready check, and we'll jump into this. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, though. We've had a really good game so far. I'm pretty excited to see how this tournament is going to shape up.
Yeah,
anything going on in the bracket so far, or?
Let me take a look. But yeah, man, like you said, what a way to set the tone of the tournament, dude. I expect pretty awesome games out of these players.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. All right, so we got a ready from one player, just waiting for the ready from the other, and we will jump into map number 2, which will be Newkirk Precinct. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're really glad that we got to put on this event today, so your guys' support means a lot to us. We're very new in the StarCraft scene, and we're definitely appreciative of all of the love we get. We'll run through the follow list and everything after this series, so...
Yep, for sure, man. But as you said earlier, this event was put on entirely with viewer donations, man. So you guys made this happen. Thank you very much. We're just lucky enough to be able to sit in chairs and cast it for you guys. But I mean, all those donations definitely help, and you know, we want to dump it right back into the players and tournaments and stuff. So. Oh
yeah. Varen says, so I'm gonna play the winner of this round. Oh shit, good luck, man. Congratulations on your first round. Or did you have a bye? I guess that's a possibility as well. But either way, let's introduce these players. Our red Protoss player, currently down 1 point in this best of 3, but definitely has the ability to pull it off, given what we just saw. It is Indy.
And his opponent taking a fantastic late game 1 win, the Bluzerg. It is Zanster.
Who showed us what queens can do.
Yeah.
That was nuts, dude. Like, the power of Transfused and Broodlords, man. Like, it's a pretty good combo, in my opinion.
I was okay. This probe coming over here, gonna look for not the block. He's gonna be able to get that hatch down. But it was weird seeing last game adrenal glands being further along than +2 attack.
Oh yeah,
like I don't think in my days of StarCraft I have ever seen that. Really.
In that order, yeah. I think should I mention that as well. I don't remember exactly who it was. I'm trying to give him credit. But that was definitely pointed out in chat how fast that adrenal glands came out. So I forgot to credit the dude. But yeah, man, this has been pretty ridiculous. I want to see how this map is going to go because I don't know. Usually there's a lot more like early pressure in this map because the third is so awkward. But we'll have to see, man. I'm really excited, though. Maybe he'll just do the queen walkover again. It's definitely a short distance between the 2 thirds if you take triangles. So.
Yep.
Passion says it's always a good game when you see the shark. You know it, man. As long as I don't stare at it for 5 minutes and then Giggle gets all mad. Dude, you're staring at the shark too much. No.
Dude, as we head into the finals, like when we play Abyssal in the finals of this, like watch his shark control, guys. It is out of this world. He's always on it. APM of the shark is insane.
I guess when you're like 6 hours into cast, the shark just gets more and more appealing to me, dude. I don't know. Like I'll have to manage it this time around. So
it looks like Nexus coming down from IndyStarcraft as he goes ahead and takes his second assimilator there. Zanster already getting up on his natural, going to build a couple queens to make sure that he's nice and safe and sound.
Yep. Swiftwind Swag joining us in chat. What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. Mataleo, thank you. I think I haven't seen quite a few of you in there. I'm pretty excited though. We're just trying to push for 500 viewers today, or 500 followers rather. Holy shit! Could you imagine?
I was like,
500
that's a tall
viewers?
order,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even want to cast to 500 people. We're trying to push for 500 followers today, and we will plan on doing a giveaway of sorts when that happens. So we're not gonna like sell out all tournament or whatever. But if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that follow, and maybe you'll be in the running for a little giveaway of some sorts. This early third from Zanster, or not early, but this third from Zanster is not where I thought it was going to go, for sure, dude.
Yeah, you like to take the far one?
I don't know if it's alike. I veto this map because of this awkward predicament, but I don't know what to do, man. I feel like there is no right answer, and either one is sketch, but maybe it's just easier to connect the third. As we cast more and more professional level players, we see that base more and more, so maybe, you know, I'm going to go say they're in the right and I'm in the wrong, I guess. Maybe I should
That's
take
fair.
it. Yeah.
That's fair.
No, Zanster's wrong, dude.
It's bold strategy, Cotton. So Indy keeping an adept up at that third. I imagine he'll probably take the shade. Yeah, he does. Okay, so just keeping an eye on that third for potential third for as long as he could.
Yeah.
He did probably see it on his way over. Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, so he knows about the third. So
a bunch of gateways and a robo down already too. So
bunch of gateways and a robo.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're giving Baron shit because he has to play the winner of this. Nah, he's good. I think he's like a GM level on EU too, if that means anything to you.
Yeah, I think he said he's M1 on EU.
Oh, nice.
But,
okay. We got a Warp Prism coming down though, man.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it, man. Indy looking for a little bit more aggressive
DTs.
build here. Going to try and take this game off of aggression. He did off that last one, too. I don't think it was more trying to end the game with that adept push, but he tried to do significant damage with it and kind of found some damage there. But Zanster's macro was just a little too much.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. But I mean, the creep spread, too. Like, he had his creep spread all the way over in his base, pretty much. So when the queen walkover finally happened, it was so easy to do. The highway was already connected pretty much, so it was just monster macro, as was pointed out in chat for sure. But we do have a Warp Prism out, and the DT Shrine is about to finish up too. I hope he just bops him, man. We get a game 3.
Yeah.
That's right. On the Nidus, we cast bias aside, dude, because we just want more games. So I'm straight up rooting for Indy on this particular game, but this game only. Zanster's macro was monster, so.
Zanster getting a good read off with those 3 lings just outside of the third there, going up with that Warp Prism. So we did see it based on his roaches kind of rallying over there. I'm assuming that he did see it. It is going to be DTs. This is going to be the Archon drop that a lot of Protosses like to do against Zerg.
Yeah, it ruins me, man.
Yeah.
It definitely does. It's so hard to deal with. And he didn't even do the DTs first. It's just going to be straight Archon, so that'll be nice as well. But as you said, Zanster definitely saw it with those lings, because look at where these roaches are, this Overlord. He definitely knows it's coming. So that'll help out a lot when you know it's coming. When you don't know, it sucks, Giggle. I'll be the one to tell you. Like, it's not very fun.
Yeah, as a Terran, this build never happens to me, so...
Yep. Tarambar13, thank you very much for the follow. We appreciate it. Oh, shit, this Warp Prism's going straight into those queens. Okay. So it didn't get picked off, but man, Zanster definitely had the number on this drop the entire time. He's just responded insanely well. So.
Yep, absolutely.
Who would have figured?
And it all kind of started with those 3 lings, and they're still there too, dude. I love this.
Yeah.
Like, this is such a cheap investment, and it caught the Warp Prism, which, you know, he didn't know about DTs. We got a fight going down here. Looks like the Archons will be picked up. That Queen getting away with just a little bit of health.
Yeah.
Archon's gonna take out an Overlord here too, so continuing to be annoying.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
lose 1 though.
Yeah, I don't think he's really trying to do too much damage. Given the amount of macro he's done behind this, I think this is more of an annoyance than anything else. If you look at take a look at worker count, he's already on his 3rd. He's already only 9 workers down, which seems like a lot, but you know, he's working on it. And yeah, I'd have to say I definitely like his position, and he's just trying to hold off for the macro game. To do what though is what I've been asking myself. Blink stalkers, right? Like, because Blink is coming down, but I'm trying to figure out what else he's gonna go with this, dude. So.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's going to progress. I mean, these blink stalkers are probably going to be to cover him since he went that DT. Any sort of muta switch or something like that happens.
Yeah.
And blink just in general is a fantastic upgrade to have either offensively or defensively. So I mean, I think you would pick it up either way. But yeah, as you said, we really don't see. I mean, we see some immortals coming out here, and no Stargate down. So it's likely to be some sort of Colossi kind of gateway push that's likely to come out. But we saw Zanster's macro last game.
Like,
just
how do you
kick
push
it. The
into
later
that?
this goes, yeah, the rougher it's gonna be, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would want to really extend this out either, dude. I definitely hear what you're saying
Three
there.
Raptor, baby.
Lib75, what's up? Nice to see you in chat, as well as Laser Sec. Thank you very much for the follow. Man, I was kind of questioning, like, are we gonna get 500 today? But as it goes on, I think we might hit our goal, dude. Wouldn't that be some shit?
Yeah, I know, right?
Thank you, guys.
Speaking of follows, to Rumbar13, thank you very much for the follow as well. We got to be getting so close to 500, man. You guys are showing up in force today.
Yeah. Speaking of showing up in force, though, man, that's a lot of blink stalkers.
Oh yeah, dude, as they are making their way across the map. Now, what does Zanster have as in terms of army? I know that he has some units, some roaches up here kind of spread out.
15 roaches and 8 hydras, yeah. So
yeah.
He might be able to deal with this. His vision has been insane. This whole game, he's definitely known every bit of aggression that's been coming in. He's always been prepared for it. He's going to take some...
Look at this army,
Ravagers, yeah. I'm not sure, dude. With all those force fields, we know Indy's a beast with the force fields. So he could probably carve up this 4th or 3rd at minimum here, right? Oh,
yeah, I think so, dude. He very well maybe. I mean, if Zanster's not ready, he could definitely. Okay, word. He's starting to reinforce now. Zanster has a significant army. Let's see how these force fields are. Sentry's getting caught out a little bit, and some of the army gets. Ooh, man, a lot of sentries dying to that bio.
Yeah, a nice defensive blink there. He was able to blink back into this and try to prevent the surround that was inevitable. The force fields were just insane, though, preventing this reinforcement back here from completely doing a pincher movement. And now he just gets to deal with this, dude. I'd say we get our game number 3, man. I'm stoked as hell for this. That was an awesome engagement.
I say we do too, and he had 2 Ravagers there. I'm not sure why he didn't use the vials to break those force fields, because half of his army was, as you said, just sitting out there getting rocked, and a huge Warpin coming in with a massive blink. I think that's going to be it. Indy most likely. Oh no, Hydra DPS though. OPOP.
Yeah, no, I was getting a little worried for him there, and that offensive blink blinked him into the reinforcements, and these Hydras just started wailing away.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I still like his position given that he's up workers. He just needs to hold on here and stabilize for the inevitable. Oh! All right. Well, my bad, guys. Just like that, GG is called.